from Sony, the one and only.
The one and only Sony are back with a brand new set of earbuds, and as you've probably already gathered by the name, Sony has approached the design of these Link Buds, the Fit, with a focus on the fit. Now you might be wondering, if that is the case, has Sony compromised in other areas such as ANC, sound quality, mic pickup, codecs or the software, especially in comparison to their current flagships, the Sony WF-1000 XM5s? Well, first of all, they are more affordable at $179 at launch versus the XM5's $259, so you might think that, and you will find the answers here in this video. And surprisingly, the Link Buds Fit do have some interesting advantages over the XM5s, and we'll get into that in this video as well. So let's start with the design and comfort. So the Sony Link Buds line is all about seamlessly combining the digital world of audio with the real world. So when you wear these earbuds, they want you to feel like you're almost not wearing them at all. And to achieve this, Sony have kept the weight of these earbuds as light as possible at just 4.9 grams per bud, and without watering down the audio hardware and the battery components inside too much. They've also managed to seal these up to meet the IPX4 slash and sweatproof rating. And to distribute the weight more evenly and improve the fit in your ears, the Link Buds now come fitted with what Sony are calling air fitting supporters, which allow you to kind of twist lock the earbuds into your ears. And it is a one size fits all situation with these, but here's where it gets more interesting. You can actually buy replacements of these air fitting supporters in different colors, and there is nothing to stop you mixing and matching the colors to make your set of Link Buds Fit genuinely unique to you. And there are 4 base colors to choose from. There's black, green, white and violet, which is a special edition. So the customization aspect here is a one-up on pretty much almost all other earbuds that I'm aware of right now, including the XM5s. The ear tips are of the silicone variety, unlike the XM5's foam tips that many say have better passive noise cancelling properties, but a lot of people do prefer silicone tips. And there are 4 sizes provided in the box. Now, once you've found the right size, the secureness of the fit and the audio quality do level up. The new upgraded Sony Connect app has a Find My Fit tool within it as well, so you can get the right size ear tip on day one without all of the guesswork. And this new Sound Connect app replaces the old Sony headphones specific app, and more on those upgrades in a minute. So you'll notice when you look at the design, there's discrete mic grills on the backs of the Link Buds Fit, and these are for the 2 exterior noise cancelling mics. There are wear detect sensors also on board to auto pause, auto play, and when detected out of your ears for a period of time, they will eventually shut down on their own, which is obviously beneficial when it comes to battery life. Now, on the topic of battery life, you can get up to 5.5 hours here with ANC on and 15.5 hours when you include the case, and that goes up to 21 hours with ANC off. And a 5-minute quick charge in the case can give you 60 minutes of playback time with ANC on. So this is very good, but the XM5s being slightly bigger and heavier buds, naturally, as you would expect, they do have better battery life. The driver size here is 8.4mm, and this is exactly the same size as the XM5's drivers. But this is particularly interesting. They actually use the exact same drivers as the flagships, and it is Sony's own custom driver. They call it Dynamic Driver X. The case design is very different from the XM5's. It's kind of like a mini hamburger shape. And I do like hamburgers, and I believe there is a good reason for this unusual shape. And that is, this case is shaped in a way that it can fit silicone covers securely over both sides. And similar to the air fitting tips, you can get various colors of these covers for the case, which further add to the customization aspect of the Link Buds Fit. So this really makes these particular earbuds very different from everything else out there. And it's worth noting, a lot of the materials used here on the Link Buds Fit are manufactured using recycled materials, and the box it ships in is actually 100% recyclable. And you'll notice if you look at the lid, it's kind of got this marble-like pattern on it, and no 2 sets of earbuds will be exactly the same, so each will have a unique pattern. Now, in terms of the size of the case, it's reasonably small, and it does pass the Cowboy Pocket Watch pocket test, but it isn't quite as streamlined as the XM5's case. Now listen, everything I just told you would be pointless if they don't sound good, so let's talk about that. So the first thing I noticed about the Link Buds Fit sound quality was that they have a surprisingly good soundstage. The sound is open and airy by default and really well balanced using the flat EQ. But if you do decide to pick some of these up, I would highly recommend you play around with the EQ presets because when you do, you will discover how good the clarity can be, and more importantly, how good the bass output is. Well, more importantly for me. And what I really like about the presets is even if you enable the bass boost, it doesn't muddy up the mids and the vocal range. Conversely, if you prioritize vocal clarity and the mid-range frequencies, the Link Buds won't disappoint in this area either. And if you guys stick around, I will share with you my own personal dialed in EQs at the end of the video. So just to summarize, they can be very bass heavy and close to the levels of the XM5s. The clarity and details are excellent, and the depth of the sound is better than I expected. Overall, surprisingly close to the performance that you get from the XM5s, but at a much cheaper price. So yeah, definitely better than expected. And I think the out of the box characteristics of the sound is well suited for more bassy and punchy types of music. With that said, if you switch to the bright EQ, more classical styles of music still sound very nice, very clear, and you do get that feeling of a wide soundstage, particularly in live recorded tracks. Now, if you are interested here, the frequency response range on the Link Buds Fit is 20 Hz to 20 kHz when in connection priority mode, and this is certainly a wide enough range for most regular audio that you typically get from streaming services. But an edge that the Link Buds Fit have over a lot of competition out there is the codec options. So you get SBC, AAC, you also get Bluetooth LE, and these are optimal for iOS devices. However, the Link Buds can go one better with Sony's own LDAC codec, which could be a Klingon swear word. And put simply, this supports 3 times faster bitrate than regular codecs when paired with a compatible device. And this does mean they support high-res audio, and when listening to high-res audio, the frequency response range increases from 20 Hz to 40 kHz, and this matches the performance of the WF-1000 XM5. Ultimately, this means the audio accuracy in those mids to high frequencies will improve, and your music will sound even better. Now, these are noise cancelling earbuds, and something to know about these versus the XM5s is they do share the same integrated V2 processor. However, the XM5s does have an additional processor to assist with sound quality and noise cancelling even further. So that's what you'd pay more for. They call that the QN2E chip. But to get a good idea of how these stack up, I tested them versus the XM5s and the AirPods Pro. So I played some pretty loud train carriage noise on my desk speakers here in the studio whilst listening to music at 50% volume. And I can tell you the noise cancelling is better than the AirPods Pro. The Link Buds Fit do a great job at cancelling out the lower rumbling sounds. Some of those higher frequencies still get through, especially in comparison to what you get on the XM5s. The XM5s generally do an overall better job, but I am impressed with the Link Buds Fit. They're definitely no slouch in this area and quite easily beat the AirPods noise cancelling. Now, on the other side of that, the Ambient Passthrough mode. So this is the mode to use when you want to hear your surroundings. I did a similar test playing ambient noise here on the desk, and this is one area where the AirPods really shine. Maybe because there's more sound leakage, that could be part of it, but they do really well. The XM5s, maybe due to the foam tips, actually don't perform quite as well as the Link Buds Fit. So that's another little advantage for the Link Buds Fit. But then again, that could be due to the fact that there's more sound leakage around those silicon tips. But I am very happy with the performance here in ambient mode. And there is a speak to chat mode as well. So you can enable that. As soon as you start speaking, it auto switches. The only problem is you wouldn't want to use that if you're the type of person who hums or sings along to tunes while you're walking down the street. Okay, now let's talk about the software. So for pretty much all of the Sony earbuds out there right now, this is one of the standout areas. So as I mentioned earlier, Sony has recently renamed and updated this. It used to be the Sony Headphones app. Now it's just known as the Sound Connect app. And you still get access to all of the familiar functionality if you've used Sony earbuds before. But if you haven't, don't worry. I'm going to summarize the key standout features for you right now. There is adaptive sound support here. So as you begin to use the Sony app and the Sony headphones, it will auto detect if you're sitting stationary, running, walking, or traveling in a vehicle. And it will adapt the ANC according to those scenarios. And if you give it permission, it will also begin to recognize familiar locations that you visit and adapt the profiles based on the typical noise levels in those areas. And there are tons of EQ options. Like I mentioned earlier, you can dial in your own ones. Technically, you can have up to 3 of these. But if that sounds like a lot of work,
I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot of work.
You can use the Find My Equalizer tool, and this is kind of a process of elimination that creates a tailored EQ for you, and this is particularly useful if you have no prior knowledge of how to dial in an EQ manually. There's also 360 reality and spatial audio support here with head tracking, and the setup process does involve snapping pictures of your ears to calibrate it. There's also Sony's DSEE Extreme Upscaling software, which is designed to add missing details back into compressed audio tracks, and it does this using a very clever AI algorithm. You can also switch the codecs in the app to prioritize sound quality over connection, but when you prioritize connections, you can make use of multi-point pairing, and these earbuds do use Bluetooth 5.3. Now, one of the reasons Sony updated the Sony headphones app is because now this app supports speakers and headphones. And there's a new feature here with the Link Buds, which involves the new Link Bud speaker. So Sony just launched this new portable speaker, which allows audio to seamlessly switch to it when you take the earbuds out, and when you put the earbuds in near the speaker, it will take over from the speaker and go with you. They call this feature auto switch. Now, I've not been able to demo this yet, but the idea is that you don't have to stop the music no matter where you go. And again, this kind of blends that digital in-ear audio experience with the world around you. And here's one of the brand new features added with the software update. They call it background music mode. So this essentially dials down the music and activates a unique EQ, and at the same time activates the exterior mics to kind of create this ambient background music as you might hear it if it was playing in the distance in your environment. And this is great if you're the type of person who likes to concentrate whilst having music playing. So this might be a great feature for you. And within the app, there's lots of customization options here. You can, of course, remap the controls and set up AI assistants, and even set up third-party services like Spotify Connect. This is all pretty much standard stuff for Sony these days. But here's where things get quite unusual. It's the control options. So you can tap the back of the earbuds themselves to play, pause, and activate AI assistants. But you can also tap near your ear. And I think this is the better option, as you won't be lodging them deeper into your ear or loosening the fit with every tap. And check this out, this is a brand new feature, and I do believe the AirPods just introduced this as well. You can now answer calls by nodding your head, and you can cancel calls by shaking your head. Now, in terms of the mic quality, I'll let you be the judge of how good this is. Okay, so this is the voice call quality you can expect from the Sony Link Buds Fit when there's no noise and it's a quiet environment. Now let's introduce some noise. So now I've got some pretty loud train noise just to the right hand side of me. How is it holding up? Can you still hear me clearly? And now let's take it up one more level and introduce some wind. So now I've got wind rushing past my right ear, now my left ear, now my right ear. Sometimes with earbuds, they tend to choose one side or the other for the voice pickup. So let me know how it held up in this test. Let me know what you think of the voice call quality in general. So here are the pros and cons on the Link Buds Fit in my opinion. The number one pro is the comfort and fit, which is kind of obvious. One con versus the XM5s might be the case thickness, and also the case doesn't support Qi wireless charging. But the upside to the case is it is customizable with those silicone covers, and if you want, you can even add a little carry loop to it as well, which is definitely a big win for the Link Buds Fit. The sound quality is fantastic, and honestly it's hard to fault it at this price point, especially because it's so close to what you get with the XM5s. But it is fair to say the XM5s do sound better, but that superior fidelity does come at a price, and the quality of the Link Buds Fit is still top notch and actually sound better than the AirPods Pro. The battery life is solid and the user experience isn't watered down at all in comparison to the more expensive flagships from Sony, so that's nice to see. In my opinion, the Sony Link Buds Fit are a great all-rounder, so if you want earbuds that are highly customizable and fashionable, or you just want something for commuting with or going to the gym or doing sporting activities with, Sony have really ticked all of those boxes with these. So listen, if you love music and you have a very active lifestyle, these new Link Buds could be a great fit. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments if you did. If you want to check out my video on the XM5s, that's on screen right now. And if you do want to check out the prices on the earbuds mentioned in this video and the Link Buds speaker, there will be affiliate links below this video. If you use those, you will be supporting the channel. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man, and I will see you in the next one. Don't be late.